Welcome back to D-Bum's Garage. I'm Dennis Baum. Today I'm going to finish up one of the leaf springs for the Camaro. Hopefully have the differential ready to go back in or back in. What I have to do to this one is I got to pull the bolt out, get the bushing out, clean the spring up, paint it, then I have to put the bushings back in. I think I've got all the tooling I need right there. I've pretty much got the pieces I need set up on the cart. I have the left spring all put together, ready to go back in. I've been letting the one bolt soak for a while to get it out. Normally these bolts end up seizing in the bushing, steel sleeve that's in the bushing. That's a real pain to get them out. Sometimes you have to end up cutting them to get them out. But I worked on this one for a little while before, and I did get it loose. So it'll come out real easy, as you can tell. Oh, there we go. As I said, I worked on it earlier. Had a lot of banging, hammering to do on it to get it off. Once I got it off, I cleaned it a little bit so it would come apart. I had to clean up the mounting. So I can put that back in. So I'll set that aside for now. The hard part is getting the bushing out of here. You put it on a press it out. Unfortunately, I don't have extra hands to do that with. So the other way that has been showed, I've Googled it a couple times to see what it's all about, getting that out. And what they show is drilling them out. Drill them out, then bang, hammer it all out, get it out, and then I use an air chisel to finally knock the steel bushing, outer bushing off. Well, that was a bit of a struggle to get that out, but it's out finally. I have time to bring it over here, clean it up, hang it up, spray it. Ended up being a beautiful day outside today. I'm not sure what the temp is right now, but it is a beautiful day. I don't have to clean it up too good. That's wire brush. good enough. Except for I got two more things to do on that. Oops. I clean the bushing area out real quick. Same size I got, yep. Well, I'm back. Did some more tinkering on the Camaro, cleaned the lines up a little bit. I didn't do a great job. I just knocked off most of the surface rust off of them in the dirt, put them back in place. They're still ugly, but for as much time as I would have wasted on, or not wasted, but spent trying to clean them all up the way I want them, I could buy new ones. With that said, I went ahead and positioned the rear differential underneath the car. I have to wait till some of the parts finish drying. I'll put the bushings in that spring tomorrow. The sending unit for the gas tank, I think I'm just going to order a new one. They're not that expensive. This tank looks like the best tank of the two that I do have here. I just have to figure out how to mount the vent tube, make sure the vent tube is open, or cut the other one off that fuel tank. Only difference between these two that I can see is the neck angle. As soon as I clean this tank out, I will check the test, fit it, see how it goes up in there. So hopefully tomorrow I'll have that differential in place, all bolted up, tightened down. Then I have to make the brake lines for the rear. I see one of them I don't like how it's bent. The one side's all right. The other side, the right hand side, looks the worst. It's bent pretty good. So with that, I'm calling it a day. So hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. With that, I'm out. Until next video. Later all. Once again, welcome back to D-Bomb's Garage. Yesterday didn't go as planned. I had planned on having the rear end back in the Camaro. These springs all done. But that didn't happen. So today, I'm gonna finish up the right hand spring, get the bushings put in it, and hopefully get the rear end back in the car so I can get it off the lift. I got other jobs coming in. I kind of set up here already, except for the spring and the bushings. I'll put it up, get you set up here. I'm gonna go get the spring, get the bushings, and get that part done. Here we go. Spring. The bushings and the goop they give you to put them in with. Got the front bushings, which are larger diameter. Rear bushings, small diameter. The sleeve for the front. something else I was missing here. I'm going to show you the bushings that I did use. I use these here. Not sponsored by them, I wish I was, but unfortunately I'm not. I wish I was sponsored by somebody on some of the stuff I do, but these are the bushings I use. I've used them another time and they work just fine. I put down cardboard, protect a little bit of the spring because I did paint it. So, with that, the lube they give you is really, really tacky. I mean, it's tacky. So what I'm going to do is, they tell you put a little bit on this. It is extremely tacky. So then you put, can you see that? Get the bushing set in place. Now for me with the hammer, I'll just take it and tap it in a couple times. Done. I'll do the same to the rear part. Then I'll flip it and do the other side. From the other video you've probably seen that it's a real pain in the butt to get out the old ones. But the new ones seem to go in really nice. Alright, that's done. Now I'll flip it. And I'll get the other side done. Then I'll put the steel sleeve in. Like I said, this stuff is extremely tacky. Last bushing, and then I have the sleeve to put in. All right. Now, for the sleeve, we are going to tacky this all up. Try to get out what is left. And that. Get it all slimed up here a little bit. And the sleeve will go in right there. So, there you have it. One leaf spring. All the bushings in. And ready to go back to the car. One other thing. I'm going to set the mount up on that real quick. And then we have this mount. That's going to go right there. Now if I can find my bolt, I'll be a lot better. Or if I lost it. Alright, I found the bolt. So, So with all that done, I'm gonna go ahead and I've got the spring set where I want it-ish. Next thing I gotta do is I'm gonna lower the car down, get the fronts started and bolted up into place, and lower it enough where I can get the rear started. And then I'll raise it back up slowly and catch the differential. Hopefully it'll work out that way, hopefully. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put you on time lapse. As I'm doing this, I'll try to move the camera into the angles that will catch it, what I'm doing, how I'm doing it. Hopefully this is informative for y'all. I still have no idea what I'm doing. So here we go. Well, I got the rear end up into place. Get the springs, get the shocks in. I got to torque these down to, I think it's 40. The spring plate, the spring bolts on the front, they get torqued to 75. The U-bolts get torqued down to 40. The rear shackles get torqued down to 50. I got to lower it down, get the, I just got a load on it, and then I will torque all that down. but it's in place. I think while I have it on the lift, today I'm going to try to also do the brakes and check the drums. I'm going to drop the rear differential cover, drain the oil out, and put fresh in. I'll look for a drive shaft yoke, because I just don't like how nasty that one looks. It's pretty rough. I might try to clean it up again. But as of today, she's going to be back on all four. Gas tank, I got to clean the gas tank out. I'm going to run the numbers on this one, make sure it's right, because the necks between the two, the neck is different. I hate to have to try to bend it to make it work. I'll run the spectrum number and see what it comes up to. Again, I got to clean this tank out. I got to order a new sending unit for it. I clean that up a little bit. Modify the tabs to hold it in place. Get that done. Get it adapted to the tank. Clean the straps up. If I get all that done today, that will be glorious. But as for now, I've got the rear end in place. This is what I had set out to do yesterday, but didn't get it done. I showed you how much of a pain in the butt getting the front bushing out was. I showed you today putting the new bushings back in, getting the springs up into place. Got the differential lined up, bolted down. I did put these on for the sway bar, but once I get them torqued down, I can actually finagle the sway bar back in. I gotta find my bolts for up here on both sides. And so, with that being said, for right now, this is Dennis Baum, D-Baum's Garage. I'm out. Like, subscribe, share, and thank you for watching. I'm out all.